So friends, happy Friday. It's Friday, we've made it to the weekend. I thought I would get on here because we're getting some questions about the Painting Furniture 101 event that we are trying for the first time. So I had asked you guys about if it would be helpful if I would walk you through some of your painting projects. I need to start out always saying this. If you can see and hear me, let me know. Say hello, tell me where you're coming in from. Let me know if you have any projects you want to paint that are sitting in your house or in your garage or in your attic that you would love to get done. So the Painting Furniture 101 event, you might have seen it on our stories. I've talked about it, in our stories, and I've talked about it in stories, but we're trying to figure out more ways that we can help you guys with getting your projects done. And some of you had said that you would be interested in where I would kind of walk you through a project from start to finish. So we are going to try that in a Facebook event. So I've never done one of these, but I think it's kind of the best way to do this. So it's to kind of help you just walk through a project from start to finish. So since kind of announcing that, we got some questions. So I thought it would just be easy if I came on here and answered some of the questions. So we're calling it Painting Furniture 101. It's going to be a Facebook event. And so it's, I will leave a link to it once this is over, because you can't click on the links while I'm live. And if you can't click on that link when it's done, you usually can't. Just message me and I can send you the link to get signed up for it. So basically what we're gonna do is I'm going to paint a piece, show you what I do from start to finish. I have a project in mind unless I find something before then, but I will just show you exactly what I do from start to finish when I'm painting a piece of furniture. It will be on May 5th, and you do not have to be live inside the event. So it will be live on May 5th, and it will last for 7 days. So I will be active in that event for 7 days. You do not have to be live during the event on May 5th. And so one of the questions we got was, I can't be live every day for 7 days. It isn't live. I'm not in there live for 7 days. I will just be in there on that May 5th time, but it kind of stays in the event page, and you can ask questions and post your own projects and those kinds of things for the 7 days after that. Does that make sense? So you don't have to be live for 7 days or at certain times at all. So even if you miss it, it'll still be in there for 7 days. After the 7 days, I want to make sure I say this right. Facebook does not delete past events. So as long as you purchase the event, it will show up in your past events after the 7 days, and then you will still have access, but I will not be active in it after the 7 days. So I just wanted to make sure and clear that up. It's not like you have to be in there for 7 days class. It's just kind of active for 7 days, if that makes sense. So another question we have been getting is, okay, do I have to be there all 7 days? No. Is this a good place to share ideas and learn new painting tips? Yes, yes, and yes. So I want you to, it's kind of just a 101. So I get a lot of people that just want to start or just have a piece of furniture that they've always wanted to paint. They don't know where to start, what to get, what supplies to have. And so this is kind of for those people, and it'll just help you get a project done finally. And I swear, after you get one done, you want to continue doing them. So I want you to share your ideas, share your projects inside the event page. We can all give feedback and give you ideas. And so when you sign up, we have, when you go to the link, we have some kind of, photos of some different project ideas that you could bring. I'm just saying bring like a small project. You could definitely use all the tips that I will share on a dresser or a buffet or whatever, but I'm just trying to keep it doable within a live, because obviously there's dry time and all that. So I'm just trying to, I'll be doing a smaller project. So, but you can definitely use all the tips and everything I'm showing you on a bigger project. So yes, bring your ideas, share your ideas, ask your questions inside the event. That's what this is for. And what if I cannot be there on the 5th when you're live? That's fine. It'll last for 7 days, so you can watch it. You can watch it after that. So that's not a problem. And what kind of piece should I do? So I'm telling you, can do any kind of wood project that you want to paint. I'm just going to be doing a smaller project inside that live, but it's for the same kind of techniques will go for any kind of wood project. We were saying kind of like a side table or an end table. Maybe it's a stool or I'm trying to think of what else we have in those photos. A stool, end tables, a small bench, something like that would be perfect for this. But again, you can use the tips on any project you have. And my screen keeps wanting to go dark. What kind of supplies do I need? So when you sign up for the event, when you just go to the link, it'll show you kind of a list of supplies that you should have if you're painting anything. And then when you sign up, I can give you the actual supplies that I will be using. So that will come to you with the links of the products that I will be using. You can use whatever products that you like in whichever brands and that you like. There's not a wrong answer. There are brands and paints and stuff that I love. I've been doing this for how many years now? And there are definitely ones that I like more than others, but but the supply list, you will get kind of a generic supply list when you go to the page. And then we will send you, once you sign up, we will send you a supply list. I can see somebody just commented of what I love to use on my projects. So that will be all provided to you. Where do I get the paint? So again, I will give you links when you sign up. I will give you links to the paint that I will be using. But you can go to any of your local like hardware stores or wherever sells paint in your area. I definitely would recommend a chalk paint, a chalk mineral paint. Those are just easy to use. And I think like Rust-Oleum has, I think you can get that like at Menards and stuff. I know a lot of like Lowe's, Menards, Home Depot. I know a lot of those stores are carrying those kinds of paints in their stores. So you could definitely pick up one of those. But again, we will give you the supply list to what I'm using if you sign up. So where do I get the paint? How do I know what kind of paint to get? So that's what I would suggest. I have said this before here. I started painting furniture and flipping pieces with latex house paint, wall paint, because that's what we had. So I didn't know any better. That's how I learned. So, if that's what you had on hand and you didn't want to spend a lot of extra money, you could definitely try it. But I have found that certain paint, it makes your projects just go a lot better with certain paints. So what are some good, so these, I'm just going through some questions. And if you guys have any more, please let me know. What are some good paint brushes I could grab at the hardware store for this? So I could talk your ear off about paintbrushes. So just to keep it kind of simple here, do not buy the cheapest paintbrush that's at your hardware store. Do not buy the most expensive brush that's at your hardware store. If that's where you're going to buy it, again, I will give you a link and supply list of stuff that I'm going to use if you get into the event. But put them in your hand. Like actually put them in your hand and go through some paint strokes with it in your hand. I have smaller hands, and so I like a smaller brush. Matt, he does like the one smaller brush that I use, but he has bigger hands. And so it just put the brushes in your hand when you're there at the store and kind of get a good feel for them. That's what makes the biggest difference. And obviously you don't want the bristles falling off when you're painting, right? So you don't want the cheapest brush. I have wasted a lot of time, money, and effort on buying the cheapest brushes when we first started this, and it's just not worth it. So those are some of the tips that I would give you. You guys know, yes, our zebra brush is good for walls and trims. Yes, we have used them in every flip house. And when we repainted our living room up here, we used them. Unbelievable. They're 2-inch. They're Palm Pro. I use it for every trim job I do. So I just love it. Okay. And another question we got is, can I ask questions and get help with my project? Yes. So when I'm doing the live, when I'm kind of going through the project with you guys in the event, I will be asking questions. But then afterwards, please post your projects in the event page, and we want to help you. So give you ideas or tell you, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, ask your questions in there. So yes, for those 7 days, use the event page for your projects to get them done. So this is something, so like I said, I will put the link in the description. They're not clickable. You can try and type them out. If it doesn't work, that's fine. Just message me, please, with any link. I'm happy to give it to you. So let me know. Like I said, it's going to be May 5th. And so we've never done this before, but we thought it would be a good way for, we asked you guys here if this would be something you were interested in, and over 90% of you said you would. And so we're going to offer it. It's a very low rate event. It's not a high rate event. We are thinking about offering it as a second chance offer. So if you don't get in now, we may email it out after the event, but it will go up. The price will go up then. But so if you're thinking about it, just get in now for the cheap, low rate. And then you've got that 7 days to watch it and interact. I just want to help you guys. We're just trying to find ways to help you guys get more of your projects done and finished. So, I think this will be a fun thing. And this is something we're trying to figure out some other ideas of ways to do events like this to reach more of you guys and help you get more of your projects done. So we're hoping this works. So did I answer? I mean, I always feel if one person asks a question to me about something, then 3 other people have that question. So I just like to kind of get on and answer the questions that I get a lot. Or if I just get it once, just because I always feel like somebody else uses or has these questions as well. So, okay, somebody here said Home Depot now sells Behr chalk paint. That's what I think that a lot of the stores have some kind of chalk paint with the different brands. So definitely, have you used that paint? I've never used it, so I don't know. Do you like it? Have you used it on furniture? I think that was all the questions that I had so far. I hope this answered it. Answered some of your questions. If it's something you haven't heard about, we've kind of been talking about it in stories, and I can't remember when we set the date, but we just kind of did, and the event page is up, so you can check it out and more information there. But I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a good way to kind of walk through, if there were all of this when we first got our first house, and so how this I won't go into this too much, but when we got our first house, I was so excited. I'm like, I'm going to decorate it just like I see in the stores and on TV and in the magazines. And so I was so excited, and I went out to all the stores, and I'm like, there is no way our budget is going to let me decorate this like I want to. So I had to get creative, and so I started flipping furniture and painting furniture for our home, so because it was a lot cheaper. And so, like I said, I was using house paint, and I had no idea what I was doing. There were so many projects that went in the garbage because I didn't know what I was doing. So I think these events kind of will help those of you that are just starting or just want to get some projects done. So we hope it is helpful to you guys. Okay, I think that's it. I think I went over everything that was asked. If you have any other questions, please reach out to me. If you need the link, Stephanie, is there anything else I should say or anything else I forgot, let me know. But if you need the link to join us, let me know, and I will get you that too. Just DM me and I will get you that link. And I think that's everything. I hope to see you guys over there. We'll have fun. We'll probably get messy. I am the messiest painter. Bring your paint clothes. If you're anything like me, I will go down in like a good shirt or something and think, I just have this little table to do every time. Every time there's paint on me, paint on my clothes. It's just, that's how it goes. Okay, I'm gonna hop up here. I don't see any other questions. If you have any after this, or you're watching it on replay, let me know, and I will make sure to answer them. Have a good weekend, guys.